Hey everyone, and welcome back for another edition of Physical Deals and Imports, where pretty much every week we take a look at some of the best deals if you're trying to build a physical Nintendo Switch collection. Now, just before we get started, I'm going to give the same warning I give pretty much every time, that when we're looking at the physical deals section of the video, these are US-based deals. What that means is if you're watching from somewhere else in the world, I can't guarantee these games will be available at exactly these prices. However, when we get to looking at the import section of the video, well, those deals should be available worldwide to everyone since we're using PlayAsia. Also, as you're watching the video, if ever you do want to pick up some of the deals, I'll always be linking them down below, and some of those links will be affiliate links, so if you do use the links, it is greatly appreciated. So with all that stuff now out of the way, let's not waste any more time and jump into today's deals. Just remember as you're watching the video, if you do like what you're seeing, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. So our first great physical deal that we're going to be taking a look at for today is No Kuni 2. That is now on sale for $32.99, and currently I'm showing you Amazon here on the page. However, it's also available at Target. Now, if you're totally unaware of what this game is all about, it is basically an RPG series done with beautiful Studio Ghibli-like animations. And I've got to tell you that that will be one of the main appeals of this game. If you're into this type of animation, it is just truly beautiful. But not only that, although the animations do look like they're targeted at a younger audience, there's a full and deep storyline here, just like in any classic JRPG. And picking this edition up now for $32.99. Now, this is not the lowest price it's ever been. There was a sort of Black Friday deal that dropped it below this, but till we actually hit next Black Friday season, I do think this is a very seriously good pickup. Not only that, but this is the Princess Edition. What that means is it already has the DLC included. So if you're in the market for a truly great RPG at around $33, No Kuni 2 really is a great physical pickup for this week. Next on today's list of great physical deals, we have Blasphemous the Deluxe Edition that is down to $24.99. Once again, I'm showing you Amazon here, however, it's also available currently at Best Buy. Now for this game, we're actually looking at a Metroidvania with an absolutely fantastic gothic style to it. However, I will warn, it gets pretty gory and pretty gruesome throughout the animation. However, it's sort of gruesome in a beautiful way. Not only that, but this is a Metroidvania with a serious level of challenge. The combat here is not the easiest among Metroidvanias out there, so before picking this one up, make sure you're up for a challenge. However, if you do fit the bill for all those things, this is a game that you just have to have in your collection. I personally double dipped on it and bought the physical version when it finally came out, even though I already had the digital one. And at least here you're getting the deluxe edition, which already has some DLC included on the cartridge. And once again, at $24.99, it is definitely worth a pickup in my book. Now for our next deal, we're going to be taking a look at Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory. Now this deal currently is exclusive to Best Buy, however it's dropped down all the way to $19.99. Now I'll be honest with all of you, I've been playing Kingdom Hearts all the way since the first game, and this is definitely not the game I was hoping for the first original installment on the Nintendo Switch. But although it wasn't the game I was hoping for, at such a low price, if you're a fan of Kingdom Hearts and you enjoy rhythm-based games, this one is definitely worth a pickup because it has still a very solid Kingdom Hearts-centered storyline to it, combined with some very high production values, meaning that the graphics here are top-notch. And as I said earlier, some rhythm-based gameplay that is very solid yet again. So although it's maybe not the best Kingdom Hearts out there, at $19.99, if you're a fan of the series or you just enjoy rhythm games, this one is worth a pickup. Now next on today's list, we're going to be looking at Final Fantasy XII The Zodiac Age that also has an exclusive deal currently at Best Buy, dropping yet again all the way down to $19.99. I'm really glad we're looking at this deal today because it explains why sometimes I don't suggest Final Fantasy XII on eShop deals. Because even when it gets discounts on the eShop, it's often beaten out by physical copies. Just like right now is the case, even though it's on sale on the eShop for $24.99, you can actually pick it up for cheaper physically at Best Buy. and you're getting a really great entry in the mainline Final Fantasy series. Personally, it is not my favorite because it is one of the main entries that made the shift to more of an action RPG format, but it is still a game that has a super solid storyline, a beautiful world to discover, and honestly, it is the favorite among very many individuals. So once again for this week, if you're a huge fan of RPGs, getting a physical copy of Final Fantasy XII for only $20 is truly a great pickup again for this week. Now for our last physical deal for this week before we move over to the imports, I have a deal that completely blew me away, which is the Subnautica double pack that is now down all the way to $19.99. Once again, I'm showing you Amazon here. It's also available at Best Buy currently. That's pretty funny because I covered this game not so long ago in another eShop deals when it dropped to around $24.99, thinking that that would be the lowest it would go for quite a while. But I am completely blown away today because it has dropped to $19.99, and getting this double pack at this price physically is a definite no-brainer for me. Now, if you've never played the Subnautica series, they are basically survival games where you're dropped on a planet that is almost completely ocean. Graphically, these games are beautiful. Exploration-wise, they are just great. And at the same time, the ports to the Switch were done very, very well. So if you're in the market for some survival gaming out there, the Subnautica series is a truly great one, and at this price, you should be jumping on the deal as soon as possible. So now we're flipping over to the imports, and if I didn't mention it earlier in the video, these are all games that will have English included. Now the first one we're going to look at is a massive pre-order that just launched on the site, and that is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle R. It's releasing in September. It's available for pre-order for $59.99. Now I know September might feel really far away, but trust me, this is a game that you're going to want to get your pre-orders in as soon as possible because I do think PlayAsia will have trouble filling orders at the beginning. There is a massive audience of JoJo fans out there, and this is pretty much one of the best JoJo fighting games ever. Now, if you look online, there were some bad reviews of this game, but that was because it was ruined by microtransactions. But we're not getting any of it here. You're getting the full game, all the characters available in one pack at launch. So trust me, if you're a fighting game fan, if you're a JoJo fan, this is a game you're going to want to have. And as I said earlier, jump on those pre-orders. I do think it's going to be harder down the line. Our second game, however, for today is a game that is currently available, and that is Shantae and the 7 Sirens that you can get physically currently for $39.99. Now, I'm taking the time to re-mention this game because I still see online a lot of people overpaying for the North American limited runs game version of Shantae and the 7 Sirens. I mean, if you really want the limited run games version, I can understand that you're overpaying for it, but if not, I just think a lot of people don't know you can still get it physically from Asia, and that this is the full English version of the game, even with the English voiceovers. And just quickly, for any of you that might not be familiar with this game, this is one of the best Metroidvanias in the Shantae series. It's not personally my favorite, but it's up there among the best. So if you've been hunting around for a physical version of the different Shantae games, this is a definite one you should pick up before they run out of stock on PlayAsia. So there we have it. We're pretty much at the end of today's physical deals and imports. Let me know down below in the comments what games you'll be picking up for this week. And don't forget, as I said earlier, I'll be linking all the deals down below, and since some of those are affiliate links, it's a great help when you use them. And on the way out, consider hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel if you aren't already, and hitting the notification bell so you know when all my future content comes out. And as usual, hope I'll see you in my next video.